what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna take a look at 3 different guitars that maybe are the ideal solution for party band, function band, whatever, you know, in a price range that it's around 1,000 euro, dollars, pounds, and something like that. I mean, in that ballpark, because maybe you don't want to carry your more prestigious guitar at the gig, you know, because you know, things happen, and yeah, so you know, nice price range because you can get some pretty cool guitars. I would say, you know, and all of these 3 instruments have nice features and stuff. Starting with the classic, okay, the Fender. I mean, usually I don't know about like other parts of the world, but here in Italy at least, if you're watching a party band playing, 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, they're playing basically a Strat, not necessarily by Fender, but a Strat with HSS configuration, because you know it delivers a lot of different type of tones, and you know, heavy ones and more cleanish things, like you know, the intro with this brand new song by Daft Punk, right, that just came out, right? It was brand new. No? Okay. I'm, you know, feeling quite old, because for me it's still like, oh, you know, that cool new song, you can play that with the band. And okay, check out when that album came out. It's feeling a little bit, you know. Anyway, so this is the new Fender Player 2 modified series of guitar, and it's pretty cool actually. I tried already 3 or 4 Player 2. I have my own Player 2 Fender that is really nice guitar, and it's the modified version, and basically they upgraded the pickups with the noiseless ones that maybe a lot of people they don't really like, but it's a thing that, you know, if you're playing on like noisy stages and stuff like that, they can be really useful. And personally I like how these pickups sound. I mean, they're absolutely fine to me. And then, you know, the classic modification mod, you know, that many guitar players would do on their Strat, and that's locking tuners. And the bridge, this is the more modern, you know, 2 pivot bridge with, you know, without the screws that maybe can hurt your, you know, the side of your hand a little bit. This one is really comfortable, to be honest. And that's pretty much it, I mean, I think. But one thing that you know, it make me happy about this guitar, it's that the frets are absolutely perfect. I mean, it's a thing that to me it's really important. I mean, it's nothing major. You can always take your guitar, if they are a little bit scratchy, you can take your guitar to your luthier or your guy, you know, your setup guy, and maybe you can fix that. But if the guitar is already okay, you know. So basically this guitar, to me, it's like, what's not to like? It has everything that, you know, I would like to have in a guitar with that purpose in my mind. Sounds like a Strat. Right? If I put some effects on. The bridge has a nice excursion. It's a nice floating, I don't know how to say in English. It's nice. And you know, if I put some overdrive, what's not to like about this tone? Humbucker with this overdrive. Sorry for this reverb, but you know, it helps me out. It's so dry and hot here right now. And this is a little bit like drinking water to me. And if you want to, maybe, yeah, this is the only thing that could be a little bit better. If this guitar would have like the push, it would have been a little bit easier, you know, to action, a little bit easier to press. So this is the pickup, the bridge pickup, you know, in the single coil mode. Sounds alright to me. Okay, distorted tones. It's cool with the effects. Again, what's not to like about this guitar? Maybe just the push-pull button, knob, and that's it. This is the dusk color. To be honest, it's just like black with a tiny shade of purple. That's cool, actually. I think if I had to buy one, I would probably go with this model and this color. To me, it's cool. Great job, Fender. I think, you know, at that price point, you know, it's really cool. Mexican made, well made. Can't complain about it. Oh, I'm playing it through my quad cortex, of course, you know, because we have a different type of sounds at my disposal, just like tapping, you know, into that thing. So it's really convenient. Anyway, same tones as before. Okay, Seymour Duncan pickups here. I don't think they are noiseless though. The famous Super Locrian scale that, you know, it's not a party if you're not playing a Super Locrian scale. People are going crazy with that, you know. I mean, right? Now you think that people in Italy would dance with, you know, this kind of scales and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. With the neck pickup. Maybe these pickups are a little bit more like glassier compared to the Player 2 one. I don't know if I like these better, to be honest. Like in more like with these tones, with the compression and stuff. The guitar sounds cool though, and you know the Wilkinson bridge. This one is really comfortable. It's like a sofa, like a couch for your for your right hand. It's really comfortable, I have to say. And you know, also here it's easier to access. The locking tuners here, there's no ghiera in Italy, it's called. I don't know in English how it's called. This part that you would, you know, turn in order to release the string. You know, it's a Pacifica, it's a classic. I know that's a new version that I personally didn't enjoy that much, and I had a better, I thought that, you know, ordering this guitar, because of course this video is made in partnership with strumentimusicali.net, so they just like lend me this guitar, these guitars, so I can make this video. And to be honest, in my mind, I said, okay, maybe the Pacifica would be the best one because, you know, the best bang for the buck and blah blah blah. But to be honest, there's a thing that it's bothering me a little bit, and that, you know, the frets here are definitely a little bit scratchy, and that's a thing that, you know, bothers me a lot with guitars, because if this guitar would be mine, I would go straight, you know, to my guy to, you know, to fix it. And yeah, that's the thing, okay? And that's not properly cool, especially when, for example, the Fender one is perfect. It's just like you can rub your face against, you know, the neck of the guitar, and it's totally fine. With this one, it's not my favorite, okay? But apart from that, the guitar sounds absolutely nice. Okay, so you could hear the different tonal possibilities that you can have with the bridge pickup and distorted tone. Sounds cool, it's comfortable, okay? Nothing to dislike about the tone, at least. And everything, you know, it's absolutely okay. Also because, you know, when you're playing through I'm not gonna say digital stuff, but with, you know, with effects and stuff like that, tones started to be a little bit more similar. But the feeling of the guitar is, I think it's the thing that it matters the most. And apart the frets, this guitar has a good feeling. It's comfortable and it's totally fine. But we are in the same price range of the Player 2 modified, and I think the Fender is a little bit cooler. It's just slightly more expensive than the Yamaha, but you know, it's a Fender, it's a classic, it's cool looking, way cooler looking than the Pacifica. The frets are perfect, so, you know, what can I say? The third guitar. Okay, this is the Sire by Larry Carlton. I'm a huge fan of this brand because I think they are making a great job, and I was pretty curious to try this instrument because it's the top of the line of Sire guitars. It has perfectly placed stainless steel frets, all right? A go-to bridge that I think it's the same bridge that I have on my Sire guitar. Pretty awesome, I would say. You know, locking tuners also here, Seymour Duncan pickups, this really cool top. It's slightly more expensive than the other two, but on paper, you know, wow. Indonesian made, like the Pacifica, while the Fender is Mexican made, of course. And it sounds like this. Sounds absolutely fantastic. It sounds great. Strat tones at your disposal like that, neck pickup. What's not to like about this guitar? It's absolutely cool. We don't have any push-pull operation here, but yeah. Yeah, this song is so cool. I mean, there are different versions. The original one, 70s one, Spacer, then we had the Crying at the Discotheque, and then there's another one that it's, you know, right now playing on the radio station. I'm like, okay, really? Another version of this song? But the original one, of course, is a Spacer, okay? Really cool one. More crunchy tones. Okay. Cool guitar indeed. Distorted tones. What's not to like? Huh? I remember my old days, you know, on a cruise ship playing this type of songs. It was cool. It was really cool, actually. Sometimes I miss that. And what to say, guys? It's a cool guitar. Really nice. It looks really, really cool. It doesn't blow me away like the other Sire guitars that are way more affordable than these. They blow me away because with that, you know, in that price range, they're absolutely killer. Here, when we are guitars like the Fender Player 2, that is totally fine. I can't really justify to spend a couple of $100 or whatever the currency is more in order to get this one, okay? Because it's still an Indonesian-made guitar with cool stuff and everything, but it doesn't feel necessarily incredibly better than the Mexican Player 2 modified. That to me, for this little comparison, okay, it's the winner, okay? I think that Fender is making an absolute awesome job with this line, with the Player 2 line of guitars, because it just delivers. It has everything that you need from a Strat and nothing you don't, basically. So it's a classic. You can't go wrong with the Strat, and that's the thing. I know maybe it's too, I don't know how to say, conservative thought, but if I had to spend my own money on one of these guitars, I think I would go with this one. That's my opinion, okay? That's my thoughts. And of course, it's just my preference, and your can differ. And actually, let me know, okay? If you had to spend, you know, 1,000-ish currency, euro, dollar, or pounds, or whatever, you know, in this price range, which one would you pick? Okay, and maybe you already picked one. Maybe you already own one. So let me know what your choice would be. This is my personal preference, but again, it's not the law. So let me know, guys. And thanks a lot for watching this video. You can find also my Patreon down below. I have some lessons, some backing tracks and stuff like that. If you want to support me, I will be really appreciated. And if you want to support my channel, even like in a more easy and free way, you can just subscribe to this channel and leave a like to help me out with the YouTube algorithm and, you know, help me growing this channel a little bit more. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and see you next time. Ciao.